the braid through the first loop, but you have to knot the direction in which the braid is going. I'm going to transfer the braid to you. Hello and welcome. Today I'm doing a very quick video on one of the knots that I use. The reason I use this knot is because it's very quick and it normally delivers, but you have to do it right. So this is the improved Albright knot. Normally when you're busy fishing and it's the fish is average size, what I mean by average size is anything up to about 2 kilos and stuff like that, but every time you're fishing you have to keep checking that your knot is still intact. The Albright knot, or improved Albright knot. So what I do is just take, again I'm using the 40 lb leader. This is 105 lb bleeding braid. The reason I'm using this is because of the braid colors. So what I do, take the leader, make it into a loop, take your braid, put the braid through the first loop, but you have to knot the direction in which the braid is coming. Okay? So I'm going to transfer my braid to here. So I'm putting it from below, right? And then I just do hold here and do a couple of coils around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I turn around and then do nice tighter coils going back towards the loop eye. Right? I think that was 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna do a lot here because 8, because this is only for demonstration purposes. 9, 10. Right? So with the Albright knot, you then just put this back in through the eye of the loop, and then if you look at the bottom, right, of this loop, you'll be seeing that the braid going into my main line and the tag end of the braid are both coming in the same direction. Right? This is why you're not in the first place that which side your braid is going. So this would be the Albright knot, but I trust more the improved Albright knot. So because in certain cases, in the heat of the feeding frenzy, you're not so sure how you're holding this, and you could miss the direction in which the main line is coming. So I just then do 1, 2 coils like that, and then that's it. And then I hold both the tag end and the main line, wet that a bit, and then pull. Okay. So you need to make sure that you just like so. Now I'm left with this tag end and the braid and this tag end. So I'm just gonna cut those two. Okay, take that tag end, cut. I use a nail cutter mostly for doing this. Cut very close as I pull out to make sure that I still have the tightness. And then here you need to be sure that you're cutting the tag and cutting your main line, your leader line. Okay. And then we what you're gonna do is close those off again, bend it close, that, ta-da, improved Albright knot. This is a very good knot, but as I said, when you're using this knot, just make sure you keep taking a look at that as you keep casting. So you need to be very careful when you start using this for casting mostly, because you keep working that, you keep throwing it and keep throwing it, and in some cases this might get out. This has happened to me when I was fishing before, where I ended up tying 2 times. In most cases this really works nicely, but there are certain cases in which it just comes unraveled. So use with caution, but this is the best way that I see to tie it. The clip knot. We are going to keep bringing a number of these knots. We're not going to do an exhaustive list of all the knots that are out there, but I just do a number of the knots that are very useful to know, especially when you're doing this on the boat, or you're doing this during a feeding frenzy and everybody else is busy catching and you're waiting for somebody else to tie your lines. If you go through this playlist that you're doing, you have a couple of alternatives, from the very simple to the very hard to tie, to the very strong, and to the moderate, like that. So we're gonna keep bringing a number of other knots that we have tested ourselves and we're relatively comfortable with them. Thank you so much again for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and until we meet again on the next one,